Hi everyone. In this example, I want to talk about the connectivity between Excel and PowerPoint. It is a daily requirement, and there are many reasons for us to connect Excel and PowerPoint. Typically, when you create some analytics on Excel, you would like to present it as a PowerPoint slide, which could be in the form of a table or a chart. I do have a separate video on automation where I have explained how to use Visual Basic to automate sending Excel charts to PowerPoint. This particular video is not about programming. It is just the native connectivity between the two tools. So I want to talk about how to link an Excel table, how to link an Excel chart, how to embed an Excel table, how to link multiple Excel files, and also how to present pivot tables in PowerPoint. So we have a very simple Excel file here where we have 5 names, the sales value, and the gender. Let us make a chart as well. So I will select the name and the sales value and create a chart. I'm going to start with the chart because that is easier. After you copy the chart and you come to PowerPoint and you press Ctrl V, you notice that there is a control option that appears in the bottom right corner, but you have to be careful. After copying and pasting, if you make any modification, for example, if I move it around, that control option will not appear anymore. That means that after copying the chart and pasting it, if you want to change anything, you have to do it right now before repositioning it or increasing or decreasing the size. In this control, we have 5 options with us. So we have destination theme and embed workbook, source formatting and embed workbook, destination theme and link data, source formatting and link data, and then finally as a picture. The picture is probably the easiest one to understand. It is just an image that is pasted. The first and the second are embed, and the third and the fourth are link. And the difference between destination theme and source formatting is that in the destination theme, it picks up the formatting from the destination, which means the PowerPoint presentation. And in the case of the source formatting, it picks up the formatting from the original Excel file. For now, I'm going to select the one in the center, which is destination theme and link data. As you can see, this is also the default that we have. Now, what this means is that this is a chart which is also linked with my Excel file. So if I right-click and I want to edit the data, you can see that I click on edit and it opens that Excel file. Obviously, this means that the Excel file also has to accompany the PowerPoint, because otherwise, how would you make any change on it? And let us also see how they are linked. So you can see here that when I change one of these numbers, so this 220, if I make it 2200, the change is reflecting on both the Excel and the PowerPoint. Super simple. The next option that we have is for the embed workbook. Once again, we will copy, come back, and then paste. And I'm going to select the option which is embed workbook. Now, what embed workbook does is that it is not just taking the chart, it is essentially creating an attachment of the entire Excel file. So if your Excel file has, let us say, 10 different sheets in it, the entire workbook has been attached here. Let us see how. When I right click and I click on edit data in Excel, you will see that it is not really opening the other Excel file, the one where we copied the chart from, but this is opening a chart in Microsoft PowerPoint, which is not linked with your original Excel. But of course, you can make any changes that you want. So I can make it 200, make it 500. And you will see that that change has reflected here. So this is a great way of having the Excel inside the PowerPoint so that you don't have to rely on an external Excel file. Let us look at the table now. After we copy and we come back and we press Ctrl V, the options are a little different to the one in the PowerPoint chart. Here we have destination style. We have the source formatting. Both of these are tables. Then we have the embed option. We have the picture option and we have the text option. For example, if we choose the embed option, like we have seen earlier, this is an Excel file, which means I can double click on it and I can make changes to it. But this is not linked with the original Excel. Right click, worksheet object and edit will do the same thing. But what if you want the Excel table to be linked as well? If you would like the Excel table to be linked, then the process is a little different. After you do a Ctrl C, and a Ctrl V, you can see that there is no option that allows us to link the Excel table. We have that option in the chart, but we don't have that option in the table. So what we want to do here is I will go to paste special in the top left corner. And in paste special, we will select paste link as a Microsoft Excel worksheet object. Now this looks like an image, but if I double click on it, you will see that it opens the Excel file, which means that it has been linked to our original Excel. As you can see, if I make any change here, let's say 200, you can see that the change reflects here as well. But what if you want to also make your own changes inside PowerPoint while retaining the link with an Excel file? For example, I would like that these 5 numbers are coming from this Excel file, but I also want to be able to find the sum of sales for all these people. But I don't want to do that in the original Excel. I want to do that in the PowerPoint Excel. To do this, let us first create a table. So I will not insert a table the normal way, because these are just tables which have no connection with Excel. We want to go to an Excel spreadsheet. This inserts a blank Excel file within the PowerPoint slide. And now I can come back to my Excel, copy the data. And of course, we don't want to press Ctrl V. We want to do Ctrl V followed by paste link. This is the option for paste link. And if you can see in the formula bar, each one of these values has been connected to the Excel file that we have. Let me also make some formatting changes here. As you can see, I don't have to go to the original Excel to make all these changes. I can do it directly inside the PowerPoint. And now if I want to get the sum of sales, I can do that right here without having to go back to the Excel file. Let us minimize this. And as you can see, we are able to get this really nice Excel table. And the best part is that if I make any change to the original Excel, the value is getting updated in the PowerPoint and the formula is getting updated as well. And if you ever need to reconnect this table with a different Excel file, you can do it the same way you do it with two Excel files. Double click and then go to data and edit links. And here I can change the source. In case my source Excel file has changed to a different location or to a different name, we can do that. And of course, you can break the link as well. And what about a pivot table? Let us create a pivot table from this. Even though we don't have a lot of data here, we should still be able to get an idea of what we are doing. So I'm going to create a slicer as well for my gender. And let us create a chart as well. So I'm sorting this largest to smallest. We have the percentage running total. And let's also make this into a combo chart. All right, so we have created a Pareto chart here. What chart I have created is not really important, but I just wanted to show you that now we have an Excel table, which is a pivot. We have a slicer and we also have the chart. And of course, it's dynamic like this. But then how do you present this when you are presenting this on PowerPoint? So I'm going to copy all the cells like this, Control C, come back to PowerPoint and then Control V, and we want to select the embed option. Now what this means is that a copy of the entire Excel file has been created. And even though I can't make changes to it right now, while I'm presenting, I can always double click and interact with it like I would do on Excel. I agree that it's not the best approach because you still have to double click on it and that will not work in the slideshow mode, but it's not a bad idea. And personally, what I like to do is to minimize the ribbon. So if I press Control Shift F1, we can minimize the ribbon. You can also hide the thumbnail view. And to make it not look like an Excel, I can always go to View and remove the grid line and the headings so it looks almost like a PowerPoint slide. Look at this. So at first glance, when you show it to somebody, they will think that it has been created on PowerPoint. It doesn't look like an Excel file. And of course, when I want to click on any one of these slicers and all, I can simply double click, select the gender, and as you can see, this entire presentation can be done directly within PowerPoint. So there you go. We have seen in this example how to link an Excel table, how to link an Excel chart, how to embed a table, how to embed a chart, how to link multiple Excel files, which is using paste link after creating a blank table, and of course, how to present pivot tables in PowerPoint. And just the one last thing, let us also look at how to make a chart dynamic. So I'm just taking some random values here. And let's create a chart like this. So you can see that we have the sales and profit for 5 people. After doing a Control C and a Control V, we will go to animations and then select the animation pane. Right now, of course, the animation pane is empty. So after selecting the chart, I will go to add and then add a very simple animation, which is my appear, the very first one. But this makes the entire chart appear in one go. But we would like to break it down. So we go to effect options and we say series, category, element in series and element in category. For example, if I choose by series, you can see that. Now first the framework comes. So we have the X and the Y axis. Then it shows me the sales and then the profit. And similarly, you have the category, which shows you first the sales and profit for Aaron, then for Justin, then for Craig, and so on. Then the third one you have is element in series, which is first the sales individually for all the 5 people, and then the profit individually for all the 5 people. And then finally, it shows you first sales and then profit for the first person, sales and profit for the second person, and so on. So this is a very nice way of making your charts come to life by creating simple animations on top of it.